Something is shifting. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. And if you're here, if you're hearing these words, your energy has already responded. But here's what most people won't tell you. This isn't just another week. This is a cosmic tipping point. The kind of energetic moment that won't scream for your attention, but it will pull at your soul. You may have noticed it already. The strange stillness in conversations, the dreams that linger longer than usual, the sense that something is about to unfold, but you don't know what. You're not imagining it. You're not overthinking. You are waking up to the subtle shift in the energetic field around you. And in the next few minutes, you're going to understand why. Why your emotions have been riding waves. Why certain people are suddenly falling away from your life. Why time feels like it's moving both too fast and too slow. This isn't a coincidence. It's a coded invitation, one that only the aware will answer. So here's your warning. If you ignore this moment, the universe won't stop. But it will move on without you, because the energy now is activating those who are ready. Not everyone, not the crowd, just those tuned enough to feel what can't be seen. If you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. You're inside the shift. Let's uncover what that really means and why this moment may be the most important crossroads of your life. Right now, we are passing through an invisible doorway, a subtle but powerful corridor of energetic compression. And while most people are chasing distractions, something ancient is being stirred. This isn't the chaos before a storm. It's the pause after the storm has already begun. But no one realizes the landscape has changed. You see, not all energetic shifts are loud. Not all transformations begin with lightning bolts. Some begin in silence, in the still gaze you hold with your own reflection when you can't explain why everything feels different. Energetically, this moment is a crossroad between two timelines. One that keeps you anchored in who you've been, and one that requires the shedding of everything that's no longer aligned with your becoming. This week, without ever saying a word, the universe is testing your readiness. You may feel unusually tired or restless, emotional without cause, disconnected from routines you once loved, pulled to withdraw or isolate, drawn to question everything that once felt safe. These aren't symptoms of confusion. They are signs of spiritual attunement. Your higher self is trying to speak, but it's doing so in a language deeper than words. Frequency, sensation, resonance. Right now, your energetic body is recalibrating. You are being guided, not pushed toward a higher rhythm. But this recalibration requires space, and space only opens when you surrender what has expired. This might mean a relationship that feels off, but you keep holding on. A habit you swear is harmless, but always drains your power. A way of thinking that helped you survive, but now keeps you stuck. Here's the thing. Your external life is already responding to your internal frequency. Whether you accept it or not, things are shifting. And for those who resist it, the cost isn't just emotional, it's energetic delay, it's spiritual stagnation. It's repeating the same lessons until you finally decide to listen. But for those who allow the shift, even in uncertainty, the next chapter doesn't unfold slowly. It accelerates because the universe doesn't wait for permission. It waits for resonance. So the real question now isn't what's happening. The question is, are you vibrating at the frequency of who you're becoming? Or are you still tied to the version of you that's already dissolving? This isn't about forcing change. It's about becoming so honest with yourself that false timelines collapse without resistance. Because when the energy is this charged, even silence becomes a signal. Step 1. Recognize the echo. You may think you're reacting to the present moment, but what if your reactions are echoes from a previous version of you? The part of you that formed in survival, in scarcity, in confusion, still lingers. This week, you're being asked to notice the echo, the same conversation that triggers the same emotion, the same pattern that repeats no matter how much work you've done. Not because you're failing, but because the deeper layer is surfacing now. Not to trap you, but to free you. Step 2. Witness the pattern without judging. Most people fall at this stage. They notice the pattern and they immediately attach guilt or shame. That response only reinforces the old identity. Instead, become the witness. Watch your thoughts rise like waves. See your emotional triggers as information. And most importantly, don't react. When you can hold awareness without entanglement, the pattern begins to dissolve. not because you're fighting it, but because you've stopped feeding it. Step 3, reclaim your energy. This is where everything shifts. Energetically, you've been leaking power into places that no longer deserve it, into people who don't respect your light, into situations that constantly take and never give. This week, you're being asked to call that energy back, not with force, but with clarity. You don't have to explain. You don't have to justify. You only have to choose. Every time you say no to what drains you, you say yes to your future self. Step 4, anchor the new frequency shifts aren't sustainable unless you integrate them. So ask yourself, what supports the new version of you? Is it a daily silence ritual, a morning walk, a certain kind of music, a food that actually nourishes your body? Tiny habits matter now more than ever because your nervous system needs new anchors, new rhythms, new references for peace. Anchor the frequency now, and you'll prevent old patterns from returning later. Step 5, let go with honor. This might be the hardest part, the graceful exit. Letting go not because you're angry, not because you're broken, but because you've outgrown the need to hold on. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means releasing attachment to the identity it once gave you. Say goodbye with reverence. Thank what helped you survive. Then, turn toward what will help you thrive. This is a funeral for the false self and a resurrection of your truth. And now you're standing at a threshold. Not because something is wrong, but because everything is about to align. If you've moved through these 5 steps, something within you has already shifted. There's less noise in your mind, more space in your spirit. And for the first time in a long time, you're not waiting. You're becoming. So you've begun to feel the shift. You're not just hearing the messages, you're absorbing them. But clarity without embodiment leads nowhere. Now it's time to bring this energy into your body, your breath, your choices. Transformation isn't just spiritual, it's cellular. Let's bring this down to earth. 1, morning alignment ritual. How you start your day is your signature to the universe. During this energetic window, avoid immediately jumping into noise. No phone, no news, no social scroll. Instead, sit in silence for 3 minutes. Inhale deeply through the nose, count to 4, hold for 4. Exhale slowly through the mouth for 6. As you breathe, repeat inwardly, I am here, I am ready, I choose alignment. You're not just breathing, you're stabilizing your electromagnetic field. You're telling your nervous system, safety lives in presence. 2, energy check-in, the 3-point body scan. Do this midday, doesn't matter where you are. Just pause, close your eyes and scan. Forehead, is your mind racing or still? Chest, heart, are you open or braced? Gut, intuition, are you grounded or scattered? Wherever there's tension, breathe into that space. Visualize golden light flooding the area. This isn't imagination. It's bioenergetic feedback. You're giving your subtle body a roadmap to recalibrate. 3, clean your frequency. Literally, energetic hygiene is as important as brushing your teeth right now. Salt baths or salt scrubs in the shower. Pull stagnant energy out of your field. Lemon water in the morning. Gently detox your liver and help release emotional density. Avoid stimulants like caffeine or sugar during peak energetic surges. They amplify scattered frequencies and can disrupt your sleep cycle, where integration actually happens. This is not a diet, it's resonance management. 4, the no more list. Get paper. Draw a line down the middle. On the left, write what I no longer tolerate. List every habit, mindset, relationship dynamic, or environment that drains you. Don't hold back. On the right, write what I choose instead. This is your energetic contract. Post it where you can see it. The universe respects decisiveness. The moment you declare your alignment, life begins to rearrange. 5, dream integration before sleep. Your dreams are not random, especially not this week. Before sleep, place one hand on your heart, one on your belly. Say aloud, tonight I welcome insight. Show me what I'm ready to release. Reveal what I'm ready to become. Have a journal nearby when you wake up. Even fragments matter. Your subconscious speaks in symbols. If you start recording them, your intuition will begin translating them. Bonus, align with others who are also awakening. Energy is contagious. If you're around people who constantly complain, gossip, or fear change, it will distort your field. Curate your digital space. Follow creators who elevate your consciousness. Start conversations that nourish your soul. If you're doing this work alone, create a sacred space in your home. A candle, a crystal, a quote. Let that corner be your energetic refuge. You don't have to fix everything in one day. You just have to show up with intention. Because alignment isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. And right now, even the smallest action ripples across timelines. So ask yourself before any decision today, does this feed the version of me I'm becoming? That's how you move in harmony with the shift. You've done the rituals, you've created space, but now, silence. No clear answers, no sudden breakthroughs. This is where most people panic. But you are being asked to wait differently. The waiting room of the soul right now, the universe isn't ignoring you. It's rearranging things in your favor, behind the curtain. But just like seeds take time to sprout, the work you've done may not bloom immediately. And this is where true spiritual maturity begins. Can you remain aligned even when nothing external confirms that it's working? The truth is, you're not waiting for change. You're becoming the version of you who can hold it. This version doesn't beg. It doesn't chase signs. It breathes into the unknown and calls it holy. Why things feel slower right now? Energetically, the field is thick. That's not resistance. That's integration. When you've shifted on a soul level, your body, habits, emotions, and even relationships need time to catch up. You might feel heavier, sleepier, emotionally numb, or overly sensitive. It's not regression. It's your system recalibrating. Let it. This is not stagnation. It's stabilization. Think of your transformation like building a new home. You don't decorate the windows until the foundation is solid, and you don't rush a foundation if you want it to last. Right now, you're being shown where you still attach to external validation, where you still force timing instead of trusting it, where you still seek shortcuts when embodiment takes time. But the discomfort, that's your initiation into spiritual stamina. Don't mistake delay for denial. Just because something hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't. Just because a door hasn't opened doesn't mean it's closed forever. It might simply not be your door. Or maybe you're meant to build your own. You don't need everything to make sense right now. You just need to stay open long enough for truth to arrive. Your only job right now, stay ready. That doesn't mean obsess. It doesn't mean over-prepare. It means you live today as if what you're calling in is already on the way. Show up with your heart open. Speak as if your voice matters. Rest like someone who knows their next chapter is safe. This is spiritual trust, and it's the quiet force that moves mountains. So if it feels quiet now, that's not nothing. That's the sacred pause before a surge. And when it comes, when the insight lands, when the shift clicks into place, you'll be glad you stayed soft, present, and available. Because everything you've done this week is not in vain. It's accumulating. It's building a current strong enough to carry you into the next phase of your evolution. But only if you stay with it. You've felt the pull, you've done the work, you've breathed through the discomfort. Now you stand at the threshold. But this moment isn't just personal, it's collective. While each of us walks our own path, we are walking together through this wave of awakening. And right now, the greatest gift you can offer to yourself and to others is to stay awake. You're not alone in this shift. If you've been feeling like no one understands what you're going through, if it seems like others are asleep while you're wide awake, let this remind you, what you're feeling isn't isolation, it's initiation. Many are waking up quietly, privately, desperately looking for confirmation that they're not crazy for feeling what they feel. And that's why this space exists, not just to inform you, but to affirm you, to say, yes, you're not imagining this. Yes, the energy is real. Yes, you are shifting beautifully, powerfully, permanently. The journey doesn't end here. This week may be wrapping up, but what's ahead is even deeper. And that's why now is the time to ground what you've learned. Keep showing up for your daily rituals, observing your thoughts with awareness. Keep making space for stillness, no matter what the world demands of you. Because as the energy accelerates, your ability to respond with presence becomes your greatest superpower. Community is your mirror. If this message resonated, it's because it's vibrating within you already. And if you've come this far, you're ready to amplify that vibration by sharing it. So I ask you, what part of this message felt like it was meant for you? What are you ready to leave behind? What truth has been quietly knocking on your heart? Drop it in the comments. Let this space become a digital altar where stories, struggles, and soul shifts are shared. You never know who will read your words and feel seen for the first time. your invitation forward. If you've been walking this path silently, now is the time to step into your voice. This channel isn't just about cosmic forecasts. It's about you, the seeker, the intuitive, the soul doing the brave work of remembering. We are building something here, a community that doesn't just watch the shift, but embodies it. So if this resonated, like this video, share it with someone who needs this clarity. Subscribe and stay close, because this journey is far from over. More energies are coming, more alignments, more inner revelations. And I promise you, we'll walk through every one of them together. Because you weren't meant to sleep through your awakening. You were meant to rise with it. And the moment you say yes to that truth, everything begins to change.